I'm going to be giving you guys 30 ideas of things to do during the fall season. Now, y'all, I know the struggle of just sitting in a room and being like, oh, there's nothing to do, like, what is there to do? But y'all, I am here for you, so keep watching this video to get some inspo and ideas on what to do this fall season. Let's get straight on into this video. So the first thing you can do this fall season is carve pumpkins. Carving pumpkins is really a tradition in my family. We always come together and carve pumpkins, and I think it's just so much fun. Next, you could go to a corn maze, whether it's a scary corn maze or just a fun one that you go to during the day. Corn mazes are always a great entertainment. Next, you could make scarecrows. You could take your old clothing and fill it up with branches and leaves and hay and just have a little scarecrow. You could put it right on your porch for like a scary Halloween decoration, or you could actually use it and scare birds away from your crops if you have any. I don't have any crops, maybe like a plant or two. Next, you could go apple picking. I love going apple picking, or just in general fruit picking. I think it is so much fun. It's good exercise, and you usually get a lot of fruit for a decent price, and it's fresh too. Next, leading into my next idea, you could make a pie of some sort, or just baking in general. There are a lot of really nice fall recipes like apple pies, and I'm sure there's like stews that have pumpkins in them. I'm a picky eater, so I wouldn't know, but there's so many things you can bake during the fall season. Next, go to a haunted house. Y'all, I am like the biggest scaredy cat in the world. Like, I don't like scary movies. I really cannot handle going to scary like haunted houses and things like that, but somehow I'm always warped into going somehow, and usually I'm hanging off somebody's arm when I'm walking through a haunted house because too scary for me. Next, you could go on a hayride. Hayrides are so much fun, just sitting on a bale of hay and riding around. This is a great way to just get out in nature, and it's also a great way to take pictures, because if you're riding on your little hayride, it's a perfect thing to just get your camera out and take some pictures. Next, you could go to a fall festival. I know where I live during the fall season, there's always so many festivals, whether it's like a craft fair and they have vendors, or like just fairs in general where they have like farm animals and stuff like that. So there's always a fair somewhere. I would just recommend looking up fairs in my area, and they should have some amazing fall fair results. Next, try new fall foods. I swear there are always so many new fall foods coming out that are so good. I feel like fall is the biggest season where restaurants and chains just like bam, fall in your face. So like Starbucks, like there's so many like pumpkin scones and pumpkin cake pops and drinks, and I know at Trader Joe's they have like pumpkin salsas and pumpkin everything. So just go out and look for pumpkin spice everything and get your hands on it. Next, you could go camping. I love camping, glamping, whatever you want to call it. I love camping indoors. I love camping outdoors. I just think it is so much fun to cozy up in a tent. You should definitely do that this fall season. You could go Halloween costume shopping, whether it's online or like in person at like a Party City, or even like a Target or Walmart. Like, they have so many options of costumes, so that is definitely something you could do. Y'all, I know it's so easy to forget about getting a costume, but don't procrastinate. Get out there early, get your costume, get a good one that you want, and it'll be a perfect day just to pick out a costume during fall. Next, you could paint pumpkins. If you're not necessarily in the mood to make a big mess with carving pumpkins, painting pumpkins is another great way to spend a fall day. I love painting pumpkins. I love painting in general, but I always, I never have anything to paint, and I don't want to just get a bunch of stuff and like paint it because then it's like clutter everywhere. But painting a pumpkin is perfect. It's a temporary decor piece, so definitely paint a pumpkin this season. Next, this is something super simple that a lot of people forget about, but like when you're bored and you're just in your house, watch a movie. And even if you're like, oh, I watch movies all the time, make it special. Maybe build a fort in your room, or like make some popcorn and just sit down and watch a scary movie. I'm saying scary movies like I like scary movies. I really don't, but to get in the Halloween spirit, a scary Halloween movie would be absolutely perfect. Next, you could roast your own pumpkin seeds. After you carve your pumpkin, you can just take those seeds out and roast them in the oven. I've done this in, I think, one of my videos. I've roasted pumpkin seeds, but I absolutely love doing it. They're so good and they're so simple and easy to make. Next, you could take some fall aesthetic photos. Fall is absolutely my favorite time to take Instagram pictures and just pictures in general because the colors are so bright and gorgeous, and it's also like not super hot, so you're like, oh, like just get these pictures over with. And it's also not super cold, so you're freezing your butt off in the snow trying to get a picture. Fall, by far, absolute perfect time to get Instagram photos. Next, maybe a fall night, you could have a bonfire and roast up some s'mores, or just be by the fire. I feel like really gets me in the fall spirit. Next, you could make some candy apples. Personally, I don't think I've ever made candy apples before. I'm sure it's a lot of work because of the sticky caramel and everything like that, but it can be a fun thing to do. Next, you could go outside and find some gorgeous fall leaves and press them and use them for different crafts and stuff like that. Next, you could go on a hike. Y'all, going on a hike is super easy, it's super fun, it doesn't cost any money at all, and it's just a great way to get exercise and be outdoors. And my favorite time to actually be outdoors is in fall because I'm not drenching in sweat and I'm not freezing. Next, you could visit your local farm. I feel like farms are so fall vibes with the baby animals and just farm vibes, y'all know. Next, you could do a fall craft. Fall crafts are so much fun, whether it's painting a pumpkin or just painting a picture of fall. Like, it's so much fun. Next, y'all, I would never do this. I would rather sleep than do this, but if you're bored on a fall day, go outside and rake up some leaves. Next, you could do a cozy self-care night. I absolutely love this idea. You could paint your nails and maybe do some pumpkins on your nails, or you could take a bath and use like pumpkin spice soap. This is just so much fun, so cozy, and so fall vibes. Next, you can make your own fall drinks. I know that Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks have fall drinks, but they're also really expensive, so maybe you can get all this stuff and try to create something in your kitchen, create a fall drink at home. Next, you could go fall clothing shopping. Y'all know I love shopping. I love my fall sweaters, so you could just go out and shop for some fall clothes. Next, you could read a fall book. Fall books are my favorite kind of books too. I just love the feeling they give me, so I would highly recommend getting your hands on a fall book. You could also make your own Halloween costume. I feel like if you were bored one day and you didn't want to spend money on a costume they sell at stores, you could just gather up some materials and make your own costume. You could throw a fall party. I don't know if y'all got the time or the money to spend on a fall party, but if you're really bored, just print out some invitations and deck out your house and have a full-blown Halloween party. And finally, of course, this is kind of like a end of October type of idea. You could go trick-or-treating on Halloween, or you could give out candy at your house, and it's just like a little activity to do. So that is all 30 ideas I have for you guys of what to do this fall season. I hope I gave you guys some inspiration on what you could do when you're bored during the fall season. So many ideas, so many things to do out there, so don't be bored at home, y'all. And remember, all 31 days of October, I will be posting a new YouTube video every single day. So if you're bored, just watch my YouTube videos because I'll have one out every single day of fall. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. All my social medias are linked in the description below, so check those out and I'll see y'all in my next video. I love y'all. Bye!